Good morning, everybody. Happy, beautiful Sunday. I'm just sitting here chilling on my couch Sunday morning and actually browsing through the Sephora app because word on the street is that the Sephora winter slash holiday time tiered discount is coming up very soon, just around the corner, most likely in November. By the time I put this video up, if I can already find the dates, I will put the dates here on the screen for you, as well as link them down below in the information bar. Out of all the occasions that Sephora has been doing these tiered discounts, I'm just gonna call the VIB discount. You know, they make up multiple names for it. I think the winter season one is the best one because you get most of the holiday releases are out by now, and I'll talk about a few of them throughout this video. But also, like, with the value of those holiday releases plus the value of the tiered discount, you're really getting something like super awesome in terms of bang for your buck. So this is always the time of the year that I do like to shop a little bit more, if you will. Side note, I attempted to make a matcha latte for the second time, and although it tastes better, I'm not sure if I've gotten it right yet. I bought one of those handheld battery-powered milk frother mixer handheld things on Amazon, and it's great, it's super powerful, but I did not realize how much of a mess it made when I was frothing up my ingredients for my matcha latte. And I've got like matcha on my sleeve, on my sweater, so I'm gonna have to go and deal with that in a little bit, but it tastes great. Let me know, what is your favorite kind of cozy wintertime drink? I love milk-based drinks. I do, you know, some coffee as well, but kind of just what you like. Drop me a recipe. I'm not super into like pumpkin spice. I'm not into that, just personally, and I don't like anything with too much like spice or cinnamon or nutmeg or stuff like that. Just something, I like something mild and soothing and cozy, but nothing super intense, if you know what I mean. So drop me some recommendations or any DIY recipes that you love making, and I would definitely give it a try. So, latte to keep us company, and let's talk the Sephora wish list. So, alright, first thing that I'm looking at here is from the skincare brand Herbivore. So Herbivore is a brand I have tried before in small dosages. I bought another mini set they had, maybe it was the last time they did the sale. It was a face oil and a mask of the blue lapis, and I really loved it, except the fact that, you know, after a couple weeks I accidentally knocked my oil vial onto my bathroom floor. So there goes the rest of the actual oil, but I did enjoy it while it lasted. So this set, called the Jewel Box Mini Facial Oil and Serum, contains 5 products. It has 2 of their serums, the Prism Serum, which is AHA BHA, and then it contains the Baku Choi Serum, which is, I believe, retinol, and there's 10 mils of each of those. And then there's 8 mils of 3 of their popular oils, which includes the lapis, the emerald, and the phoenix. So they're for slightly different purposes, but essentially these are meant to either moisturize or balance or exfoliate your skin. I like the price point at $75. However, my main interest is in the oils and not so much in the serum. So I don't know if they'll be releasing something else coming up soon that has just the oil vials, because even though the oils are only 8 mils each, it actually lasts you quite a long time. You only need like 1 or, you know, maybe 2 to 3 drops max for each application, and I found it lasted a good amount of time. So that's $75 Canadian is what's on Sephora. Then there's a lot of cheek products on my wish list, just saying. Clinique has this limited edition cheek pop palette in Cool Down. They do this once in a while with the 3 different blush colors, and these are the same formula as their regular cheek pops in the singles, but this is a great value. $41, 3 very wearable shades if you have pale to medium skin tone, I would say. I've seen these palettes before, and sometimes there are colors in there that's just a bit too deep for me, or just not quite in my, you know, everyday repertoire. So I've passed on them, but these 3 colors all look great for my personal skin tone. So I might give this a go. I did swatch it in the store and the colors are pretty. I would say the lightest color is more of a highlight, not a shimmering highlight, but in terms of how pale it is, might be more of a highlight. And then the two actual more saturated blush colors are really pretty. I have a more neutral skin tone, so I can lean either cooler in terms of blush shades or warmer. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that kind of puts me off is I don't love the packaging. It's got this very gritty sparkle glitter coating on the top. I wish it was just smooth plastic. Would have been fine with that. But the little gritty plastic things, I don't know. Not into that, but the color and the value is great at $41. Okay, Fenty Beauty. Rihanna had dropped quite a few of these sets for the holidays. One, however, that's really got my eye is the Bomb Baby 2 Mini Lip Gloss and Highlighter Set. So this contains one of their highlighters in the color Sandcastle. I think Sandcastle is a regular shade, or it might be a regular shade in one of the highlighting duos, because they do that in the duos. And then the Gloss Bomb is a new color. They may be just testing this out before they drop a full release. I don't know. The color is called Sweet Mouth. So it's similar to that Diamond one, like in between Diamond and Fussy. So I do own Fussy, which is more of like a pink shade, and then the Diamond one is just kind of clear, not even sparkle, clear, intense shimmer. So this seems like an in-between version of those. Sandcastle I did swatch. I think it's a little too pigmented in terms of the tone for myself as a highlighter, but it would be an amazing eyeshadow if you're into that, which is how I would use it. And then the Gloss Bomb is super nice. So I'm fairly certain this will be something I will actually pick up, and I believe the set is limited edition, so just putting it out there. I think the colors are great. Okay, Huda Beauty dropped the Nude Obsessions eyeshadow palette. I don't know how many of you guys are still into eyeshadow at the moment. I was just talking in an Instagram post that nowadays I can only be bothered with either makeup or hair, rarely both. And clearly today it is no makeup and no hair, so you know, it's something. So Nude Obsessions, I like the idea that these are smaller palettes, larger palettes in a realistic everyday situation. I don't reach for as often because when I'm in a rush, I just need to go. I'm not in the brain capacity to think about what colors to put together, to be all creative and stuff. So these are 3 different palettes meant to accommodate for and enhance a variety of skin tones. So my eye is definitely on the nude light combination. I have also swatched it in store. It's a combination of, I would say, metallic glitter duochrome shades and then matte shades. There are 1 to 2 matte shades in the light palette which I felt like texturally was a little gritty, even though color payoff was fine. And for example, I'm comparing this to the Kaja Beauty, the Beauty Bentos. They also released, some of those, and I'll talk about them in a second. Those were super smooth. These pigmented, but a few of the matte colors were slightly chalky. So that makes me kind of on the fence about it, but I really love the colors. The Nude Light is a combination of kind of peachy, slight pinks, and slight purples, but nothing too crazy. Like, I can see myself wearing some of this day to day. Although, the glitter, the duochrome shades are definitely more of a weekend situation, or if I want to really jazz it up for a video or something like that. But the value is great. $37 Canadian, I can get on with that. The 2 other color combos, the Nude Medium and the Nude Rich, are also beautiful, but those are quite intense, for my skin tone. So there is that. Let me know if you're into the Huda Beauty Nude Obsessions, and or if you're thinking about picking it up. Okay, Origins. Origins has been on and off of my skincare radar, but there's a couple of things in this Superstar set. Best-selling essentials for $50, great value, that I'm actually really interested in trying, so I might pick this up. It's got a couple of things. It's got their high potency Nitamins, which I've never tried, but that's supposed to be a resurfacing cream with fruit derived AHAs. I will say in the last year or two, I've noticed my natural skin exfoliation process has slowed down, so I've been needing to manually exfoliate a bit more. This also contains the ginseng oil-free energy boosting gel moisturizer. I really like this, not for this time of the year, but I've used it before and I really enjoyed it. It's also got the clear improvement charcoal face mask. Not really into it. I've used sample. I'm kind of indifferent. It's got the checks and balances frothy face wash. Never tried it. Sounds interesting. This is something I also really want to try. The Mega Mushroom Relief and Resilience Soothing Treatment Lotion. So it's like a toning water with a bit more jazz in it. That sounds really interesting. I picked up the full-size bottle and I put it down and pick it up, put it down. I've been thinking about it for a while now. And then it also contains the Plant-Scription Anti-Aging Power Serum. So it's a great combination of items for a great value at $50. So that's kind of on my list. Okay, Jouer. We do have a Jouer stand here. I haven't actually tried any Jouer products, not that I recall. So they released a while back the Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer Shine Balm. So this is like a lightweight, slightly sheer, balmy textured lipstick, essentially, right? With some lip care ingredients, and I think it had done so well that they put out a few new colors. So I am certainly eyeing the shade in Monarch, which is beautiful, and I think for my skin tone it will be just fine. Not too pale. The ones that are too pale, that's in a balm consistency, tend to go on very patchy and look just a little funky. So $23, I think it's a decent price range. I wish it was just like a little lower, maybe like 20. I'd be super happy with it. But I like the concept. I love the colors. I love the texture. I've tried it out in the store. So that's kind of on my list, but not like a high priority situation. Okay, Hourglass. One of you, and please like comment, let me know who you are if you're watching this and you remember, somebody recommended to me, or one of you guys, the Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil. I've gone through the whole thing. It's gone. There's no more. And I thought you could buy refills, but apparently not at Sephora because I haven't seen it. You have to buy the entire thing. The brow pencil from Hourglass is actually fantastic. It takes a while to learn how to use that shape of brow pencil. But once you kind of get the hang of it, I can do it really quickly. The consistency is great, and there's quite a lot of product kind of, you know, inside the brow pencil. So it lasts you a very long time. I bought the color initially in dark brunette, which is a dark brown. I might go for the ash color now that most of my natural hair color has grown out. I still might go and redo my hair at a different place because the one I go to he's amazing, but like rips a hole in my pocket every single time. One day when I get rich, I will go back. So I might go for something a little darker. I'm undecided, but if you are looking for a brow pencil, if this has kind of been perking your interest, solely, highly recommend. Great stuff. Will be at some point repurchasing. So that's brow pencil. Okay, NARS. NARS has put out these mini sets, and they're a blush and a lip balm set. They've got this in 3 different combinations. One of them is Torrid, which is a coral blush with shimmer. The shimmer is very like subtle. It pretty much is non-existent. Dolce Vita, which is Dusty Rose. And then it comes in Orgasm, which is the peachy pink with golden shimmer. And the shimmer in Orgasm is actually much more pronounced, I would say. My eye is on the combination Torrid. I swatched the blush. It's gorgeous. It has a bit of a warm, you know, corally undertone. So the balm that goes along with it also matches that. So it's got a slight peachy kind of warmth to it. It is a sheer balm. The size... A lot of people online seem to be not so pleased about the size, but I think, you know, at the end of the day, how often have you used up a complete blush as a regular person, if you will, if you don't work in makeup, if you don't do makeup every day, that kind of a thing. NARS blushes, the quality, the texture is always excellent. So, and I do like the color Torrid, so I might go and pick that up. It's $32. I thought it was okay. Last thing, kind of on my main list here, is nude sticks. Now this is the nude sticks Nudies Bloom All Over Dewy color. They've got this in a matte formula and also the dewy formula. My eye is on the shade Tiger Lily Queen, which is a coral shade. I'm indifferent about the fact it has a little brush on the end and you're supposed to apply with the brush and, you know, blend it in. I don't really care for that. I'm more interested in the actual blush product. It seemed really emollient and will be good for maybe this time of the year. Although some people in the reviews seem to say that it leaves your skin a little sticky. So I'm not sure. I'm approaching it cautiously. I've tested it out in the shops and it seemed okay. I wouldn't necessarily put it over like a thicker or heavier foundation. I think the textures just wouldn't work. But on bare skin or over something like MAC Face and Body, I think this will be just fine. I actually saw this being used in a makeup video I watched semi-recently from Hindash, and he put this on and just looked like gorgeous. So I'm kind of into that at the moment. So in my basket, that is what's sitting in here. You'll notice I didn't actually, I wasn't super into any of the holiday sets. I think at this point in my life, I'm over like the super pre-packaged holiday sets, you know, the gingerbreads and the cookies and the sparkles and all of that stuff. I'm kind of just over it. I want to get something that is like great value, but you know, if it happens to be cute, that works with me too. Now, I would love a recommendation from you guys on a new fragrance or perfume for 2020. So if you've been following me for a while, you may know that every year I try to add a new perfume to my collection, at least the last couple of years, with the intention that it's going to represent my outlook for the year. Previously I've had, what have I had? I've had the Narciso Rodriguez. I've had, actually I've had a couple of Narciso fragrances. I've had Amazing Grace from Philosophy. I've had Dior Blooming Bouquet. So I try something new and have like a fragrance, not a fragrance mantra, but like a fragrance that embodies how I want to see the new year, right? And so 2020, I'm still looking for something to get. I want something with a tea, like calming, like a tea undertone. Yeah, something in that realm. The only one that stood out to me so far is by Atelier, let me look it up again. Atelier Cologne. And it is their oolong tea scent, which is beautiful, but it also only seems to come in really large sizes. And the one online on Sephora is like $200, which I do not need a $200 worth bottle of perfume. It just doesn't quite make sense for me. So I don't know. I'm undecided. If you have a good recommendation in that realm, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you are eyeing and what's on your wish list or in your basket. That's just kind of a quick talk through of mine. After the sale, I would definitely just throw up a quick blog post or even on Instagram, more likely on Instagram. I haven't been blogging over on the site so much lately, of what I had actually picked up, and you know, love to hear what you're eyeing as well. I'm gonna go and finish up my latte and get some more things done around the house. I'd love to chat with you down in the comments. Until next time, take great care of yourself. Have a wonderful start to your week, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.